This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Man is in critical condition after being stung by a swarm of bees in Paradise Valley near 56th Street and Shea. The victim, in his 40s, was reportedly stung multiple times and saved by firefighters who used foam. He was rushed to the hospital where he remains in critical condition. No firefighters hurt. Our Jordan Bonke is working this story. He'll have more throughout the evening. Authorities in Coolidge still looking for 45-year-old Donald Hill, who they consider armed and dangerous. He's wanted on multiple counts of kidnapping and assault. We've reached out to Coolidge police for an update on their search. We'll update you as we learn more. In health news, illnesses like the flu, COVID, and RSV typically don't start to spread until October, but the U.S. is already seeing an uptick in cases. Experts say the speed of symptoms is the first sign to look for in determining which one you may have.
RSV and COVID are more gradual usually in symptom onset and may start with a runny nose and then progress to other symptoms.
Most illnesses cause coughing, sneezing, and a fever, but standout symptoms of COVID are shortness of breath and abdominal pain. RSV can cause wheezing, and the flu can cause nausea. Updated COVID, flu, and RSV vaccines are available to help fight the spread of infection this season. MDMA, also known as ecstasy, may soon be used to treat PTSD. MDMA is currently a Schedule I drug because of its high potential for abuse. But a new Nature magazine study shows the drug, combined with talk therapy, is a promising PTSD treatment. 86% of patients had fewer PTSD symptoms after MDMA treatment. Current treatment options only lower symptoms in about 50% of patients. The company that sponsored the research is submitting results to the FDA to build its case for legalization. If the drug is approved, it would be the first new treatment for PTSD in more than 2 decades. Valley cold case, decades old, continues to make national headlines. The disappearance of Alyssa Turney, 17-year-old junior at Paradise Valley High School, vanished back in 2001. This past July, her stepfather, Michael Turney, was acquitted in her death. ABC's 2020 now diving deeper into this case. Our Ashley Holden speaking with John Quinones. Both of their reporting featured in tonight's episode.
Tonight we explore the recent twists and turns in the case. There are so many fascinating elements which you will hear about. The discovery of those pipe bombs inside the Turney house, all kinds of surveillance videos that were in that home.
Yeah, we have more from our one-on-one with John on ABC15.com. You can catch that all-new episode of 2020 right here on ABC15 tonight at 8, followed by ABC15 News at 10. Tonight marks the beginning of Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. It's a 2-day celebration that Rabbi Mendy Deitch tells us is a happy time, but also an important time to reflect about how to live a more meaningful life.
It's a fresh beginning, a fresh start to reconnect ourselves to God, essentially, and reconnect to the purpose of and mission of why we were put on this world, and to reflect upon the gifts that we have to be able to make a difference.
Rosh Hashanah ends Sunday at sundown. As Hispanic Heritage Month kicks off, one Valley TikTok star is using her love of cooking to share her culture with millions. Ana Regalado, known as Salty Cocina on TikTok, first started sharing her amazing Mexican food recipes as a visual cookbook for her children and grandchildren. But the videos, they took off. Within a year, she racked up more than 1 million followers. Platform not only preserving her culinary heritage, but also spreading her deep love of Mexican culture and the foods that have defined her life.
A lot of people, especially Latino households, they don't like to share recipes. I don't know if you ever heard that, oh, that's a secret family recipe, and I think recipes are meant to share. They share them with the world so that everybody can enjoy them.
In her video, she talks about where her recipes originated and even how certain dishes play a major role in cultural celebrations. Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens. We are heating things up as we head into the weekend. Temperatures back in the triple digits and a little bit above normal for this time of year. Saturday, a high of 105. Sunday, 104. Early morning temperatures both days in Phoenix in the 80s. Outlying spots will dip down into the 70s. And if you are headed outside this weekend, the pollen count will be in the medium range. Air quality will be moderate for ozone and particle pollution. And the UV index, that's our sunburn factor, very high still, only about
about 15 minutes to be outside in the middle of the day before the sunburn sets in. High pressure bringing the heat, but we have 2 low pressure systems coming in early next week, which will help take the edge off that heat again. The first one approaching Tuesday and Wednesday, pretty dry, no chances for rain in the valley out of that one. Another one digging down from the north, passing through the Great Basin. This is going to be toward the end of next week, reinforcing that cool air and dropping temperatures even more. So here's your 7-day forecast. Tomorrow's the hottest, 105. By the end of it, next Friday, we'll be at 95.